All right, my beautiful people. Sorry that I'm late, guys. I'm so sorry that I'm late. Family stuff, man. Family stuff is going on. Family stuff is going on, and it's still going. I'm still trying to respond to some messages here. All I can do is apologize. I hope everyone's good. Good morning, good afternoon, and of course, good evening. Wherever you are around the world, you know the deal already, people. Here we are. Let me just big up the people in the chat. Mr. Grubbo, big yourself up, my guy. Hope you're well. Happy new business year. Happy business new year. How do we say it? Happy business new year. Well, I woke up today and I ain't even gone to check anything yet. Pretty sure I know what I'm gonna find. Do you know what I mean? Which is probably gonna be a whole lot of nothing or a whole lot of the same stuff. A whole lot of the same stuff. But how we doing today, man? Like I said, let me get into these comments. Make sure you're hitting the like. I don't know how long I'm going to be on for today. I am going to put the link out in just a minute, though. I am going to be putting the link out in just a minute. Make sure you're subbing to Mr. Robbo, though. Road to 1K. Saying like and subscribe. Big yourself up, my bro. I hope you're well today. Big up Dre, man. Good afternoon. Views, the chat. Fire again. I've just blocked my own thing there. Again, sending all the women and children away because of the 1st of July. We're going to war. Yeah, so the expected bombers. Hey, bro. I woke up and, nothing woke me out of my sleep. There was no rumbling on the ground, no earthquakes, no bombs going off, no loud bangs in the background. Nothing, bro. I just woke up. You know what I mean? No one's in the house. Happy business new year. You know what I mean? But nothing of note has happened. So here we go, man. Man said chilling at the beach. Big yourself up, Dre, man. Each and every time, my bro. Big up Warlord 187 saying raid. This probably must have come from Shane. Big up Shane each and every time. I did have you on for a little bit in the background, but I don't know if I actually put anything in because I've been having shit, man. I've been having shit, people. Life is lifing. Life is lifing. So, like I said, I don't know how long this show is going to be. Obviously, I want to get well and truly out from down here before the ball and chain gets back. She's still up and down about her nan. There's been family stuff going on, arguments that I'm supposed to be sorting. How am I supposed to sort it out? I don't know. I don't know. But look, we're going to be here. We're going to do what we can today. I hope you guys are good. Like I said, I very much doubt we're going to be going on beyond 2:30 because I am not trying to be in the way when the ball of fire comes rolling on through. Big up Warlord, though. I appreciate you, man. Look, Hammers Football saying Shane Raid. Big up Shane, man. Each and every time. And if you are in here, Shane, or you do have this on in the background or what, maybe give me a message, bro, because I saw it's Tuesday, right? So obviously you're meant to be doing clean through one-on-one, but I saw Bruised Banana advertised. So I don't know if it's a mistake or whether things are going to change. But I ain't heard from you, mate. So let me know what's going on, my bro. And hold on. Let's give Tony a clap, and we ain't talking STDs. $1K subs. 1K subs. Put his link in the chat again. Moderators, whoever's in here, put his link in the chat right now. 1K subs for my bro Tony. What's man talking about? You know, like that. That gets another drum. Big up Tony, man. He done a stream yesterday. I was in and out. Big up Josh, True Gooner. Big up Shane. If you went on to his, I don't think you did because you would have been doing the OGs, if I'm not mistaken. So big up everyone, man. I do apologize, True Gooner. I did hear you when you said come on the show. I was thinking 8 o'clock maybe, but I had a few things going on, and I'm currently working on a little something in the background that I want to kind of bring to you, a little something different from me, and I'm kind of excited about it. You know what I mean? And also, guys, you know me, I'm honest. I told you guys, I've already hit the hours. Like, I was saying that we went over 5,000, but we didn't. When I checked it today, it was saying we're just under 5,000 hours. So we're there. We've done it. We hit the hours. You know, that can get a drum. We hit the hours. but there's always something going on in it. I've been waiting about 3 weeks for the other bar to catch up with the other bar to tell me that we can start doing this partnership program. Like I said, it's not all just about the money. It's about getting members, because I really want to be member focused. And like I said, guys, it ain't going to be like $4.99, $5.99. It ain't even going to be $1.99. We got my man like Nick's Football Club. We're going like him. It's going to be 99p. There ain't going to be different levels. And then we're going to be doing members only streams, members only interventions, members only promotion for your channels, one-on-one with members. We're going to be very member orientated, focused. Of course, the normal subscribers will get love as well. I'm not saying you ain't going to get no love if you don't support. I'm not asking for that. But the people that do rock out with me, the people that do, the people that are my viewers, I want to make sure that you guys are looked after, you know, like that. But let's go, man. Man like Hammers Football Team, unbelievable, man. Big up Tone, man, each and every time. Big up Everest, Shane Raid. Big up Shane, man. Big up for the raid. I weren't even on time. I didn't even expect a raid today. I was going to say, you know, am I even going to do this anymore? And not like YouTube, just today's live, because there's funeral arrangements going on. I don't know if you guys know, innit, yeah, but family's a funny thing, bro. You know, like when people die, some people are really upset, and then other people just move like vultures, bro. Who's getting this? Who's getting that? What's happening with the will? It's crazy. Someone's just died. It's only just been 2 weeks. I don't even know if their body's rotting yet. You know, like that. I ain't gonna say too much because I don't want to throw people under the bus, but it's not even too much to do with me either. You understand? And I'm the punching bag. Of course, I'm the partner in it. That's what you're there for, to be your partner's punching bag. But sometimes, man, sometimes, you know, like that. Sometimes, just sometimes, fellas. Big up my bro Vigilante, man. I hope you're well today, bro. Big up DG2, Shane Raid. Big up, man. I know you guys have all basically come from over there. Anywho, the broski, Mr. Battered. Big yourself up. Quaja, big yourself up. Shane Raid. Big up Shane, man, each and every time. Like I said, I didn't check. Like I said, there was just bare messages, phone calls, arguments. I'm just sitting there just getting shouted at, even though nothing to do with me. Trying to understand that people are grieving and things. But I never knew what the numbers were over there today. Hopefully good, because the last couple of times I've been going over, I've been seeing Mazza, 90, 100. Yeah, so make sure you're keeping that up. We don't get that far over here unless we get raided. But let me tell you, all the people that do come over here, you know, like in Wolf of Wall Street, I don't know what the song is, but we're there. We're there. That's who we are. You know, like that. We're there. We're family. You're my viewers. Family over here. Big yourself up, man. Big up Mark G. Big up views. Big up you, my guy. Hope you're well. Have I seen you around here before? I'm not sure. My memory is not that great, so you'll have to forgive me. If it is your first time, please hit the like for me. Think about subscribing. Furthermore, if you do, let me know now, and I'll sub to everyone that subs to me right now. Bradley, big yourself up, man. Bradley Driscoll, Shane Raid. Big up Shane, man. Big up Benji. Definitely seen both of you guys over there on the Full Irish. So big up my bro Shane for that each and every time. Quaja, big up Everest. Yeah, man. Phoenix is in the house. Big up, man. Definitely know that you're from over with Shane, and you have been over here plenty of times as well. It's love. You know what I mean? It's love. Big yourself up, man. It's love. Big up Phoenix. Mr. Battered. I'm still rattled from Jota being compared to Pele. Now, I think I did hear that in the background because I was washing up, you know, Marty Poppins. You got to do all the work before the ball and chain gets upset. And I had it on in the background, and I thought I heard one of them say, and I'm pretty sure it's that fucking dickhead pink eye, innit? One of them was saying that Pele won all that, and then his other soy boy was trying to go one better, talking about Diego Jota. This is the world that we've woken up into. When I tell you we're in the upside down, people, I am not messing about. We're in the underneath, the sunken place. If you're an Arsenal fan, that's where we're at. Big up Phoenix, though, each and every time. Big up Mr. Rattle. Big up Quaja. Dappins are going wrong. We love it. We love it. Community settings. My viewers are in the building. I love it. Big up Mark. Like I said, man, let me know. Let me know if you sub to me. I think you do need to do so to even come in the chat. So let me just stop waffling. And I'll get you and I'm gonna get you back right now. First, let me turn down the volume so we don't get no echoes. I'm gonna get you back right now. Which of your favorite YouTuber does that? They might beg for super chats and things like that. I ain't gonna do that. Yeah. But you tell me your favorite YouTubers that will just go and follow you back straight away. You know why? Because it's free. I'm telling you to like my video, it's free. I'm telling you to follow me, it's free. It does help me out. So let me help you out. Let me help you out. Big up the doctor, I see you. Big up Rabona, I see you, miss. Big yourself up. Tyson Mitchell, I see you. Shane is in the building, I see you as well. Legend Tony would love that. Not sure, you're like trying to get up a little show going. I can't see all of it. I'm just trying to get to my mate Mark. Big up Mr. Battered. Big up everyone in the building, man. Big up Quaja, Rabona. Big up Views. You just got a bomber, but it's not a good one. Oh Lord. All right, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. And I'm going to put the link out in a minute. I am. Hold on. Big up Mark. Mark's getting bigged up. So why can't I see your name? Darren Martin, I got you back yesterday. I'm pretty sure. Big yourself up, my bro. All of my viewers, man. I've been getting told to stop making people mods as well, but we will have more mods at some point. We will have more mods at some point. I can't see you, Mark, in my chat for some reason. I can't do it off Streamlabs either, but I am going to get you back. So make sure you stick around, my guy. Quaja saying give Odegaard 10,000 when he constantly plays shit every game. I'm not sure what that's relating to, my guy. Big yourself up, though. Everest, afternoon views, believe me, it will work. I don't know what you're talking about. Lateness is greatness. Yeah, no, bro. Family problems today, man. Oh, like I said, it's only been just over 2 weeks since the missus lost her aunt. That's her mum's sister. She's quite an important member in the family as well. Like it's just all long. It's all long. It's all long. Views, please rate the summer transfer window. Oh, just give me a minute, my guy. Give me a minute, Quaja. I ain't even got to the bloody comments yet. Like, give me a minute, mate. But so far it's rubbish. Obviously, is it Rabona saying that there was a bomber come through? Let me know what the bomber is. I still ain't seen it. Big up Hammers, Views on Sport has the double-decker bus turned up at London Coney with all these signings, bro. Look, even Hammers fans taking the piss out of us, man. This is the world that we live in. Do you know what I mean? We're just the banter club. Even I'll tell you what, though, Tone. No, it ain't. No, it bloody ain't. Do you know what I mean? Nothing's going on. You know what I mean? We're getting told about free players that most Arsenal fans never wanted or asked for. Even Zubimendi, who was asking for him before he was announced. NordVPN, more Chelsea rejects. I mean, why on earth would I be excited about that? Why on earth would I be excited about that? Smash the likes and subscribe. Big up Quaja, man. Happy 1st of July. 0 signings. Yeah, happy business new year, everyone. I forgot. Yay! For he's a jolly good fellow. Like, what the fuck are we doing? The business new year. Here we are. I told you guys, what are we going to expect? We're going to expect to get the confirmations of the same signings they've been throwing in our face for weeks, bro. Zubimendi, of course. Kepa, waste of money, in my opinion. Helping Chelsea again, in my opinion, but that's who you're going to confirm. And then NordVPN, which is like a panic buy. Oh, but it's good business. It's good business. Good business. Big up Views. Yeah, look, I've read that out. We just got a bomber. Big up Rabona. It's not a good one. Let me know what I'm going on X now. Fuck it. I'm going on X now. Yeah, look at Lego here. Big up Mr. Battered as well on X. He follows me on X. Follow me on X, everyone. Views on Sport, man. Same on Instagram. I get back to everybody. I follow everybody back. I ain't a pagan. It's love for the love. Ansu Fati joins Monaco, and they got Paul Pogba as well, innit? Yeah, look, Fati and Pogba at Monaco. I mean, I'm not saying I would have taken Pogba, but maybe in January last year, West Ham have had a proposal rejected in the recent days for El Hadji. Okay, I thought he was going to talk about Kudus. Don't do this, man. Napoli are set to discuss with PSV Eindhoven again about Noah Lang. Decent player, man. Bayern confirmed Jamal Musiala gets shirt number 10. Oh my god. Following Sane's Musiala, someone that we should have been looking at as well. But what do I know? Noah Darvik has left Barcelona. This is Fabrizio, by the way. Chelsea not done after Gittins and João Pedro. Oh Lord. So what are Chelsea trying to do now? Bayern set to bid for Walter, maybe. Know that already. Nona Madueke. Oh, for fuck's sake. There it is. There it is. I got nothing left. Like Ian Bill said. There it is. I might as well show you. Rabona. I feel like you kind of got some joy out of that, innit? You know that I ain't seen it. You know what I mean? You know what's coming. Dangerous. I know we're family in that, man, but come on, man. Where's the apathy? Where's the people feeling sorry for little old views today who has to wake up, you get me, and have man like Fabrizio tweeting stuff like this? I mean, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Arsenal discussed Noni Madueke internally this week. Someone had the cheek, yeah. One of these little batty boy fucking I want to be a journalist, yeah. Someone had the cheek, yeah. It wasn't even that. I'm taking that back. It was someone on this fucking app. It was someone on the AI infested app that is X that tried to say, why would anyone believe these links about Madueke and about Nkunku? Well, it's pretty fucking obvious why we'd believe those links, right? Because we end up with Chelsea rejects all the time. We've just gone and signed another one. Bournemouth didn't even want them. We've gone from Gyökeres and Rodrigo to Eze. And I like Eze. I want Eze, but not as my left winger. I want Eze for competition for Odegaard. But of course, that ain't going to happen. So you've gone from a left winger, one of the best in the world, to Eze. I'm not saying Eze is not good, but he's not out and out left winger. He comes on the inside just like Saka. So we're going to have two wingers doing exactly the same thing. With Miles Lewis-Skelly inverting from left back, what type of left side are we going to have? So we've gone from Rodrigo and Eze and Gyökeres and all these kind of names to Madueke and NordVPN and Kepa. What a bomber. What a bomber. Rabona, she knew what she was doing with that, man. She knew you knew what you was doing with that, Rabona. That one caught me cold, bro. Arteta is out on the beach, enjoying summer, yet he doesn't care about managing Arsenal. He loves failure. Well, like I said, I ain't got no problem with you being on holiday, big man. If Bert's got all the power and you tell us, like, of course Arteta's on holiday, we got a sporting director, it's him doing everything. Cool. Have you got all the power? You have. So now we can look at you. I don't even care that you're on holiday, Arteta. But if it ain't like that, and it's true that Arteta does have the final say on transfers, like it came out of his mouth, people. Remember that. Like it came out of his mouth. So if that is true, then yes, what the fuck are you doing on holiday? But all we can do is assume. All we can do is guess because we don't know. They don't tell us anything. That's a bad partnership, innit? Look at that. That's a dictatorship. You might as well say that we're living in North Korea. All we do is just get whatever they tell us. Yeah? One-way relationship. You know what I mean? Big up Yuvraj in the building as well. Big up Nick, man. Yo, views. Yeah. It is possible. It is possible. Let me stop waffling. Because I did say today's the day that I am going to put the link out. I'm sorry if I haven't got to your comment yet. It does get very hard nowadays to get through to the comments. You know, I'm very lucky to be in that situation. You know, if anyone does come on and notices the comment that needs to be spoken about, I'm so sorry, my guys. I just put the comment out. The link out now. So Nick, you're more than welcome to join, my bro. How are you not even a moderator yet? What on earth? People like this is going to get added as moderators, my fellow brothers and content creators, of course. People that I respect highly. And here he is. How you doing, fella?
Good, bro. How you going? All right?
Everything's all right in life, Arsenal aside, my bro.
Hey, after that bomber that you guys were not expecting, I mean, all I'm hearing is, man, Madueke is a nothing burger. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And before I jump on stream, I say, like, oh, Arsenal looking at Noni Madueke. I just went, no way.
Bro, Nick, if I had any hair left, I'd be tearing it out. That same app that you're on, the same app that you're fighting the good fight against all of these absolute planks, you know, people that just come out with really dumb statements, you know, things that don't even make any sense, right? I was on that same app and everyone was talking like, why are people buying into this? Of course we're not going to get Jackson. Of course we're not going to get Madueke. Well, here we are.
Bro, imagine you get Jackson and Noni on a double, bro. Oh.
We're gonna get called Chelsea Red. I've woken up today like, am I still awake? I'm pinching myself a little bit. You know, if I don't smile, bro, I'm gonna cry. You know, we've got 2 more people on here. Everest, Kwaja. What are you telling me? One at a time as well, please, people. We'll start with Everest. There you go. What are you telling me today, bro?
Well, your club is the gift that keeps on giving, man. I'm just enjoying watching you suffer.
Kwaja, you're an Arsenal fan, bro. You can't be enjoying watching me suffer as well. We've got 2 Liverpool fans here. It's me and you, bro. How you feeling today?
I'm in the same position as you, man. But the thing is, right, apparently they said that Zuba, I think Kepa's deal was supposed to be done like last week. It still ain't done. So I just don't understand how long the deals are going to be done. I think the excuses are going to come out for the next season. I think if you watch next season, the excuses are going to come out. The fixtures are against us. It's red cards, injuries, and all them lot. And I think that's going to happen. It's going to be spread all around us, man. It's just haunting us, man. I mean, I have one question. Why can't we not move to Stamford Bridge? We love buying Chelsea rejects. Like, why can't we just move to Stamford Bridge?
You know what, bro?
Why can't we not just paint Arsenal fans' face in blue? Because, you know, blue's the colour. Why can't we not just paint their face in blue? Igal did it.
A joke. I know. Hold on, because we got other people joining as well. Just bear with me for a minute. Jesus Christ, we got loads of people today. Jesus Christ, big up Tony. Congratulations on the 1K. We got my brother Dr. Seymour Butts as well in the house. Jesus Christ, we opened up the show today, and they've all come piling in. You know what I mean? Because you've all got fuel. You've all got new jokes. You've all got new jokes for the Arsenal. Before I bring you guys in, Nick, obviously you wanted to jump in. You've been seeing this a lot. You know what I mean? You know, talk to me, Nick, man. What do you make of this? What do you make of Madueke to Arsenal, my guy?
Bro, look, there's only so much you can look at something before you say, like, it's just repeat pattern. I know you guys, Arsenal, you need that left wing cover, or you need Saka cover, you need that striker, right? I know the outrage has come about because with you guys signing players, maybe that you should be looking at afterwards. I did a video the other day. I'm like, Norgard and whatnot is not bad, but that's something that realistically should maybe be done later on. Look at what you need to get in now and then do the bits and pieces after. But yeah, potato on that front there. But the fact that you linked with Rodrigo, but then he doesn't know if he's leaving Real Madrid, and then Eze's in the picture, and now we're looking at Madueke is maybe potentially going to make a move. It's like, well, which one is it, man? He went from like the top echelon to like the in-between to like the last in that list. And what's the most likeliest outcome? A Chelsea player moving from Stamford Bridge going to play at the Emirates, because it's happened so many times before, bro. It's like, I remember, was it the mid-2000s? I forget who the first player was, but someone moved across and I just went, bro, I just can't see an Everton player coming to Liverpool and vice versa. I can't see a City player going to United and vice versa. But between Chelsea and Arsenal, they're just doing handshake deals. Okay, we'll take him. Cool, no worries. And it's like, no one cares, bro. They ain't that outrage anymore.
I know, because like Kwaja said, he's like, why are we not? And I'm going to bring Tone and Doctor in just now. But he's like, why are we not moving to the bridge? Well, we might. I was watching something yesterday where we're talking about Arsenal needing to upgrade the stadium after just 20 years. You know, we might just do a whole joint thing soon, because even I say that, you know, they must have documents, they must have compromising pictures, they must have something, because every opportunity for the College of Northwest Arsenal to help out Chelsea, then the Good Samaritans have got to come out. The Good Samaritans have got to come out. Not only are we going to take wages off your wage bill, but we're also going to give you the money to fuck off Sancho as well. I think it's diabolical, by the way. Absolutely diabolical. But Tone, 1,000 subs, my mate. Congratulations. You know what I mean? We'll give you a bit of a round of applause. First, before I even let you talk, I'll give you the real clap. No STDs. 1 minute.
Marinate in it, Tony. Just, you know, let it
Marinate
stew
in it.
in. Just, you know, breathe it all in.
That's it.
You know,
1,000 subs, and we are so happy for you. You've had great engagement. Obviously, you put the work in, bro. You're there every weekend. You are a Hammers fan, but we can look past that because you're a good guy, man. Thank you for coming on, bro. Thank you, Nick, also as well for the raid. I just seen that as well. Thank you so much, my guy.
All good, bro.
Tony, man, congratulations, 1,000 subs. Arsenal, talk to me, man. Madueke, what we say? Go on,
well, first of all, thanks so much for your comments there as well, views. I mean, like, you know, we've only known a short period of time, but we've developed quite a good relationship in that respect.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I've supported you all the way along since your growth and vice versa. And yeah, brilliant, man. And the other guys on the chat, on the panel, and all the great people in the chat. You can't fault that side of things. Arsenal is Arsenal at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It's one of those. And the reason why I put that comment about the double-decker bus, because as far as certain Arsenal fans reckoned, all the business is being done today. But I'm seeing zilch.
Like I said, you know, happy business new year to everyone, you know. I wish you good luck in the new business year. Dr. Seymour Butts, nice to finally have you back on. I hope you're well. Let me congratulate you. You're looking a bit trim, my guy. Huh? You're looking a bit trim in the face. I know what you've been getting up to in your spare time. So hold on, no STD. Let me give you the clap now. 1 minute.
Oh, thank you for not giving me chlamydia. That's I wonderfully appreciate. Thank you.
No, but if you didn't know, I'm going to announce it, you know. Dr. Seymour, he's been looking after his mental health. He hasn't been following Arsenal this summer. He's been going out. He's been dancing. He's been losing weight. He's been enjoying his life. So we've got to give him claps for that. We've got to give him ratings for that. And anyone that, you know, just in their pastime and, you know, sets their goals and loses a little bit of body weight, because I've got a couple of moves here. So, you know what I mean? We've got to give him a little bit of ratings for that and respect all the time. Men's mental health is important, and Arsenal will fuck it up for you. But anyway, Doctor, away you go, my guy.
Yeah, no, thank you for the introduction, you know, and like a little bit more detail, like since February 1st, I've lost 44 pounds, you know, so that's how you do a process, Mikel Arteta. Fucking hold that shit, you know. You know, but I mean, like, you know, it's been truly a godsend, you know. I had like a near fatal car accident years ago, and I've been using it as a crutch throughout all this time. But this year, I've decided just to, you know, put it off to the sideline, you know, and get back to my Papacito status, if you know what I mean. So, you know, like we will be there. He's 5. We will be there. But but I mean, like, you know, to the point that we were talking about, like, regarding Madueke, or Maduki, as we should really call him, because I mean, because the man stinks. Like, he is absolutely like landfill, really is. You know, but and again, like, these top gooners, these Arteta sexuals, like these rectal cavity enthusiasts, like, they still just don't get it. You know, like, year after year, they keep falling into the same cycle of, you know, like, falling for the same magic trick, right? You know, like, and also, like, this isn't like this ain't no like David Copperfield like magic trick or magic show either, right? This is, you know, we're talking about, you know, like kindergarten, like preschool, like alleyway kind of magic, you know, like things that you can see, you know, rather like there is no sleight of hand here. Like, we can see like how intentionally obfuscating this club is, that they work in smoke and mirrors, and that they put out all of this PR crap to make people, you know, like, spin their heads, spin their wheels, you know, and, you know, like, and just talk about the club, right? You know, like, it's all about, you know, like, rather, you know, like, how does something become popular in culture and media, right? You end up talking about it a lot of the time, and that's what I think that the Kroenkes have really ever wanted, was really just to increase how many times people talk about Arsenal in a conversation, whether it be in a conversation to sign someone of quality, whether it be in a conversation to get over the finish line and win major honors. That's all the intent has really been. It's never been to actually get over the line and win things, because we do know, and I'm going to end my rant here, we do know that if this fraud, that this D-rate telenovela actress of a performing arts, like instructor who couldn't even get into Juilliard or Broadway or West End, and would be teaching, like drama at like a local community center up in Barnsley, like if he had every single piece that he needed, if he had every single world-class quality player that came in and he still failed to win anything, that's when he would have absolutely zero place to hide. And accountability is his Achilles heel. It is the bane of his existence. And as long as people like him, like the Cronkies, like all of these Arteta sexual rectal cavity enthusiasts, as long as they exist at this club, we are going to be in the same position year in and year out. And that's why for the most part, I'm pretty much all but checked out from next year. Like, I know what we're like I know what's going to happen. Like everyone's going to get hyped up about these mid-level players. Mind you, years after we've been told we had to qualify for the Champions League in order to attract like the world-class players and all the top talent in the world, and yet we still haven't done that because we're attracting people like Mosquito and like in Tesco, like and all these other like C-rate scrubs that everyone plays with, like on fucking like EAFC 25, but they've never actually watched a player, like real time. Like they're just going based off of the hope and copium that finally that this year may be the year that we actually get over the line. But we're not going to, simply because again, they think that we operate in such a isolated bubble that no other team in the league goes out in the transfer market and purchases players. Like Liverpool and City, they are going to be there for the next 5 or 10 years. Chelsea as well. Like, do not discount them out either. Like they are going to be mainstays, and it would not surprise me if we are going to be out of Europe this coming season. Gotta end the rant. I gotta end the rant there because I'm telling you, if I don't stop talking, I will never shut the fuck up.
Views. I just got to let you know, I've got to shoot off. I've got to go back to work.
As well. You're back to work. Listen, thank you for coming on, man. Always welcome.
No, of course, man. But I've just seen breaking news now. Apparently, because obviously you enjoying Chelsea so much, there's a new name, a rebranding of the club. You're going to be known as Charsenal. You're going to have C on the beginning of your name, Charsenal FC. So yes, enjoy.
Tony's here all week, by the way, over on his channel. You know what I mean?
Unfortunately.
Love Tony.
Big up, Tony.
All love. Okay. Take it easy, yeah.
Let's make sure we get Tony's link in the chat. Let's make sure we get Nick's link in the chat. I never managed to say goodbye to Nick. He had to get rid of as well. Go about his day. Thank you, Tony. Big up, mate. Congratulations for the 1K.
Take care, all.
Take care.
See you later.
Time. Big up Nick, like I said, for the raid. Big up all my mods. Let's get both of their channels in the chat right now. So obviously, Dr. Seymour's just finished having his little rant. Go on, man. Everest looks like he's dying to come in. Go on, what have you got to say, bro?
Well, every time when I see that a Chelsea player getting linked to Arsenal, a little bit of even my soul dies, because I know that all of the Arsenal fans, at least the realist ones, never want any of the former Chelsea players. But at the end of the day, you are getting linked always with someone, and not even someone good. Like if it was some Ashley Cole, like he was on a peak form and he went to Chelsea instead of Arsenal. If it was someone like maybe, for example, like if it was Enzo or Caicedo, who's actually for some reason, I don't know why, they're switching to Arsenal, that would have been at least understandable and see that, okay, we're attracting a player that is actually really good and coming from Chelsea. You're always getting attracted by the rejected ones, the ones that underperform. They're trying to, stay at London. They don't want to move too far away. And they want to see, okay, I want to have a slightly newer challenge so that I probably will be doing a little better in a different club. But I don't want to go too far away, because I still love to be here. So that's why I want to kind of be here and try to get more wages. That's the main thing, because Arsenal do love to give a lot of wages to players that are underperforming. and that's about it, man. I was trying to look at whether we are going to do something, and I'm just seeing that okay, Chiesa is trying to get a move on, and Darwin Nunez is trying to get a move on, and all the journalists are kind of pushing for the Isak agenda, like he wants to come to Liverpool and Liverpool is going to bid, blah blah blah. I'm like, I'm too tired of this, man. I just want to get things done and dusted. I don't want to be in the end of July 27, 28. Then I'm getting some sort of new news. I don't want that. I want everything to be done early. I want the player to get embedded into the squad during the preseason, and afterwards, whatever is done, it's done. And waiting for people is such a tedious thing. And
there you go.
It's not
fun, the message for the Arsenal fans that keep talking about patience and we ain't going to do our business until the business year starts. Well, it started. You know what I mean? I wasn't expecting nothing new. I was just expecting the confirmations of the trash that you're bringing in. And I couldn't have said it better. Arsenal, RC, we are literally, I don't know what is going on. Why do we have the need to help out this shitty club every single time? They're going to get Gittins, by the way. They're going to get João Pedro. And we're taking their rubbish. Their absolute trash is what we're taking. And how can Arsenal fans be comfortable with this? How can you say, just be patient? Just be patient. We're still waiting for that burger. Did any of you not see that video I played from fucking Piers Morgan Jr. yesterday?
No, I didn't know.
No, I didn't know.
I'm going to give it a quick run because I need to blow my nose. Then we're going to come back in with, it's not very long. Then we're going to come back in with some more chat. So, of course, we're going to come back in with Kwaja. You can get what you need to get out of as well. I think there's something in the background, Kwaja. Maybe the YouTube or something. Yeah. Like an echo or something.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So
whenever you're not speaking, just mute your mic because I think it's picking up video from the background.
Arsenal fans, happy business new year. For all of us that's expecting, and you're a Liverpool fan, Everest, as well. So just like what you're saying, you expect to get things done. You want it done quick and fast. Okay, not this guy though. Apparently, here we go.
Arsenal fans try not to lose their head over a very sensible signing challenge. Impossible. I'm seeing people kick off about this Norgard offer for Norgard before a striker and a winger. The order that we sign players in does not matter as long as the signings get made. And so whilst, yes, the striker is very, very important, we can't just ignore the other business that we need to do that may be easier and faster to get done. And Norgard is coming in to replace Jorginho, by the way. This is just a gap that needs filling. It's a cheap option to do it. And the way people are acting about it, it's like, imagine you're really hungry, right? And so you go to a restaurant, you order a burger, right? That burger is the striker. But you also need a drink to go with it, to wash it down, to complement it. It's not as important as the burger that's going to really satisfy your hunger, but you need the drink, so you order that too. That's Norgard. The waitress brings out the drink first, because that's easier to make, right? It's faster, you can get it done more quickly, so they bring that out. And instead of just being happy with your drink, knowing that the burger's coming, you get angry. Oh, where's my burger? Where is my burger?
This absolute burger, my burger. Oh, just because I talk like this, it means I'm posher than you, and
be happy.
Just be happy. That's the message that I'm getting from that. Just be happy. Oh, the drink is easier to make because it's so hard to make a burger. Right? Was it so hard for Liverpool to make their burger this year? Why is Ryan Cherky playing at Man City? Like, what are you talking about, bro? We still been waiting for the burger 5 years later. Now, hold on. We're not even going to go that far. Let's just go to what we did last summer. Because all we done was got drinks in. There was no mains that come. Where was the mains? And we're still waiting for the mains from last year. And then hold on. There might have been a small chance we might have got some mains in January. No. They're still cooking it. They're still shaving the fucking cow. Now, what are we talking about? Then you've got people like him with a massive platform, by the way. It's always these guys with massive platforms. These are the mouthpieces for our club. And this is why people at the club think it's all right. Because just be happy. Burgers are coming. When? Because my point is, what evidence have you got that this burger's ever going to come? Because all I've got evidence for is that breadsticks and drinks are coming. That's the evidence we've got. We've started off a brand new year under a brand new sporting director, and still breadsticks and drinks are coming through. There is still no mains. What are we talking? So mains might come through, and I'll shut up in a minute. Mains might come through, but how are you so confident that that's going to happen? That's my point. Where's the evidence to say the mains are going to come through? Because we thought mains were coming through last year, and we ended up with fucking calamari and fucking the Spanish earthworm Jim and Meg for Sterling. Are we being serious? Where was the mains? We're still waiting for the fucking mains now. I'm being
You know-
very serious. So, and I'll shut up now. But that's my question I asked for all these people telling me to calm down and telling us to have patience and have faith. Based on what?
You know, and to continue that that culinary metaphor, if you will. So, you know, like, so for those like who have worked in the kitchen previously, like, you know that that when you are assembling all of your ingredients together to make a dish, that is called assembling your mise en place. So for example, like if you are making a bolognese, you want to make sure that you have like your mirepoix, so that'd be like your onion, your carrot, your celery. You want to make sure that you have like you have like your ground meat, whether it be like a combination of veal or beef or lamb or what have you. And then that stage, you also want to make sure that you have like all your spices. You want to make sure that you have like your wine to reduce the sauce. You want to make sure that you have your bay leaves that would allow you to, like let the sauce, like marinate and temper over time. But regarding all of those things, we have acquired, like pieces like celery, like garlic, like onion. We've acquired pieces, like that assemble the sauce, but we still haven't really gotten like the real crux of the sauce itself, which is the meat of the sauce. And when we look back as well, like over time, like we see that really there have only been really like only a very, very small handful of players that have been like the actual like the meat of the sauce. Like when you look at like Aubameyang, like that was a meaty signing. Alexis, meaty signing. Ozil didn't get to the Real Madrid heights, but still was he still was a blockbuster signing for a club like ours. When at that time we were always talking about like how skint we were, X, Y, and Z, and then we brought in someone like Ozil. But since then, though, it's been extremely few and far between. And the point that I wanted to make with respect to what you were saying, Everest, earlier, is that with respect to all of these scrub players that are on massive wages, like doesn't anyone find it ironic that that during All or Nothing you had these jokers, like Edu and again Arteta complaining about how there are so many average players on all these overpaid wages that are not contributing anything to the squad. Then they get rid of them all, recycle it, bring in players that they like, even though that they're less in quality, and then recreate the same fucking scenario all over again, paying massive wages on doing sweet fuck all, rather contributing to the squad.
Right back to where we was. Kwaja, let me bring you in. Let's see if you're. There we go. It doesn't sound like we've got any echo. What's your feelings, man? Because everyone, I'm going to get into the comments now because I'm seeing loads of people big up Rich Money Makers. Thank you for taking Noni. Like, we're getting it already, so we're going to go through that in a minute. But Arsenal fan, man, how you feeling today, bro?
We ain't going to get any deals done. I mean, that's the thing with our signings is that we agree a deal, but the deal ain't done because they're like excuses. But the medical takes time and all this stuff. When you look at Liverpool, for example, yes, sometimes the medical takes time, but it doesn't take really that long. I mean, Milos Kerkez, Wirtz, all their deals are done so quick. We're around here just giving excuses like alibi, the excuses. Like, it's just, I don't know what to do, man. And people are saying that we're confident for next season. Whoever's actually confident needs to have an eye test because the next season's going to be so tough for us. The fixtures that we have, I think I just want this clown to go as soon as possible. I just want the players to play badly so we can get rid of this clown and get the club back to where it was. I mean, if Arteta does get sacked at one point, I'll be absolutely celebrating. His downfall starts tonight. And I wish that he does manage badly in other clubs because he deserves it. Because all the time, if he gave those silly excuses in press conferences, he would get sacked. If he was performing like that in a club, he'll get sacked instantly. I have no sympathy for him. He just wants to show us how good he is, the dog, Can someone explain to me where the dog is? Because I've seen the dog is missing. Looks to me as if he's went to the RSPCA and tested the dog's hearing and all that. Why did he not call the dog Bottle? Why did he not call the dog Bottle? Because that's what he does.
Go and get another dog and call it Nearly. Do you know what I mean? And then we'll get Nearly win. But there you go. There you go. Thank you guys for coming on as well. I was just messaging back Shane because I was just trying to organize. I think we're doing Clean Through today as well later on. So I'm trying to organize that. But yeah, man, hope everyone's good. I mean, we got E. Ross in the building as well. Mikkel Music, big yourself up, my guy. Hope you're well today. Like I said, big up Rabona, big up all the people that's left comments. I'm just trying to get through to it now. Big up Darren Martin saying big up views. First day of the second part of the transfer window for the rest of the league. Just another Tuesday for Arsenal. That's from a Liverpool fan, Mr. Battered. Absolutely right. Big up Godfrey in the house, man. Hope you're good. Big up views in the community every time. Hit the like button and subscribe. Please do, people. Please do. I feel like I've missed out quite a lot as well, man. But this is big up J No Blessing, man. Make sure you subscribe to him as well. Not just on YouTube, but on TikTok as well. He's a Chelsea fan, I'm sure. Look, big up views. Breaking. Arsenal have already submitted an offer to Noni Madueke. The 23-year-old winger could leave Chelsea in the summer. Talks have started by whatever this guy is, Florian Plattenberg. Now, Plattenberg, I think he's a bit of a plank, to be honest with you. Most of these in the knows are, you know. But this is what's circulating all over Twitter, people. This is what's circulating all over Twitter. Like, I've got no words. I've got no words. I've got no words. I'm actually doing a video. I spent hours last night. Right, I'm doing a video essay, so I had to type up the thing yesterday. It took me hours. Do you know what I mean? I'm still working on it. It's still probably going to take, but I need to do another one. I feel like I've done the wrong thing because this needs to be investigated. Why on earth are we attached to the hip of Chelsea like that? Why do we just take every single piece of their trash? We're not going in for Cole Palmer, by the way. This ain't Caicedo or Lavia, you know. It's Nkunku, it's Madueke, it's people that didn't actually succeed at the club. I'll start with you, Doctor. We might as well go around in the full circle. I mean, I'd make a joke and say maybe they've got photos of it, but honestly now, bro, I do not understand. Our Arsenal fans keep talking about it's good business and all this other stuff. I do not understand the infatuation, and all we're getting is their trash as well, bro. I mean, why do you think this is?
Yeah, it's well, I mean, I think to your point, I think it's one of two things. I think it's either the example that you brought up, that there is something so incriminating and so damaging over time that Chelsea just has that as blackmail over us, or B, which I think is probably more likely, we're just plain simply fucking incompetent. You know, like, and you know, like, and we just, and for some reason, the people at this club never seem to learn a lesson. They always think, oh, well, you know, the 8th time will be good, or like the 15th time will be good, or like the 25th time will be good when we bring in a player from a rival club that they don't want. You know, like to your point, you know, like, it's not to say that we're going and getting Caicedo or Lavia, or, you know, a player from a rival club that they want to retain. Like, no, like, we are bringing in players that they are happy to let go so that they themselves can go get upgrades on. And that's what, and, you know, like, and I'll never forgive this club when we did that with Caicedo and ended up getting Jorginho, because that right there is so characteristic of this club, especially since we have moved into the new stadium. We have continuously been just so lackluster in just getting over the finish line, like whether it be with respect to like Luis Suarez, whether it been with respect to like Karim Benzema, whether it been with respect to all the players around the world that we've been linked to over the last 15-20 years. And then it gets to the point where we have this one club that we always purchase from, not even their best players, but the players that they want to get rid of. Like this, we are dumpster diving, not even in TK Maxx. Like, we're dumpster diving in, you know, like in like a dark alleyway outside of Stamford Bridge. I mean, like, it's an absolute disgrace. So I think it just simply boils down to just true incompetence.
That's the kind of destination that I've kind of arrived at as well. Honestly, like I'm really struggling. If it isn't incompetence, then what is it? Is it negligence? Like, you know, what is it? It can't be negligence, because
naivete, maybe, you know,
Yeah.
rather just being so naive to think that, okay, well, you know, the first few transfers that we've done with them haven't been so great in our favor, but, you know, the next time will work out, you know, like, and then they, you know, like it's almost like Charlie Brown getting the football pulled out from under him, like as soon as he's about to kick the football. I'm not sure like if that's like an American reference. It could be, but in any case, like it's a very comic classic like Peanuts comic strip. So basically, rather it's this kid like running up like to kick a ball, but the girl holding the ball pulls the ball from out under him like just as soon as he's about to kick it. And that's what, you know, like that's what our transfers with Chelsea feel like. You know, we continue to hope that something better is going to happen when they know, and they're laughing at us, that they're just selling shit and they're smiling.
Yeah. You guys, maybe I'll start with Everest, so keep the same order. I mean, what do you think? Why is Arsenal so obsessed with buying Chelsea players? Now, obviously, we don't know if the Madueke thing's true. Obviously, we're seeing lots of it on social media. We've seen lots of stuff like that, and it don't be true. However, with Arsenal, you've always got to be worried that it is true, because more than likely we go and get it done. Why do you think this is, though? Like, all jokes aside, like, why do we keep buying their rejects, bro? I can't really put it any other way. Like, why do we keep doing that in your view, Everest?
So I have a little bit of like a hunch, or you can say it's like a conspiracy. I feel like, you know, when people have like they attend those parties, right? Like those big classy parties. I feel like the Arsenal owners or people who are, you know, responsible for the transfers, the Chelsea ones and the players' agents, when they're hanging out together, they're like, okay, one of our players are not doing so well, but you know, it's gonna look very bad on us, bad on our fan base, bad on our club. We gotta sell them off somewhere, and we want to make sure that our books are clean, it's in order, and obviously the agents will definitely want to push their players to get out, because every time they get their players transferred, they get some agents bonus, they get their own fees. So that's why they say that, okay, since we're all friends, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. You can get these players off of our backs, and we'll probably do some shady business or something will get done under the table. And also the agents are like, yeah, do that, because we can definitely get some money out of this as well.
Mm-hmm.
And what happens? That Arsenal does the business, they fall for the bait. Chelsea obviously offloads the player that is not doing well for them, and obviously the agents are always happy to get money either way. And from doing this, they always have the, you know, the excuse. We joke about this, that they have some sort of unsolicited picks and whatnot, but there could be some sort of like inside trading going on. Otherwise, I still do not believe. Do you think that Liverpool and Manchester United will do any business like this, or Liverpool and Man City? Because they're rivals right now. Liverpool and Man City have been rivals for the past decade, and obviously we have like a lifelong rivalry with United. Do you think that any of us would take each other's like rejects? I don't think this has happened anywhere throughout history, but it always happens amongst Chelsea and Arsenal, especially in the last 15 years or so. So I have no other like reasoning besides insider trading, some sort of corruption.
Kwaja, let me ask you the same question, man. Why do we keep buying from them, man?
I think it's maybe because Arteta loves these players. I think when we signed Kai Havertz, I wasn't really ready for the signing. For 65 million, I think we should have bought it on a proper centre forward, on Isak or something like that. But we spent on Osimhen as well. Osimhen was available during that time, but we decided to spend on a Chelsea player that was really poor in his final season at Chelsea. But when Arsenal fans were very disappointed with Kai Havertz's performances, Arteta came out and says, judge him after 55 games. Can someone explain to me why is it 55 games? Why can't he not understand the fact that he's not a good player? people make a song about him as if he scores again or 60 million. Like, mate, he's not 65 million. He's an average player. Like, he's got 9 Premiership goals last season. That's not centre forward. If you want a proper striker, you have to have a striker that's going to score at least 20 goals. We had Aubameyang at 22 goals. This geezer came in and puts him at left wing. He ain't the players before because Arteta kills players' confidence. And like you've said, Views, it's Mikel Bin Laden all the time. No, when you see Mikel Bin Laden, why is he called that? It's because he kills players' confidence. He kills the confidence of players. When you look at the word I said kill, that's why he's Bin Laden. He's playing terrorist football, haram tactics. The same guy that brings on 5 left backs when you need a goal. Which manager brings on left backs when you need a goal? You can bring on a left back that's injured to replace him. But when you see Arne Slot bring on left backs to change the game, he doesn't. He brings on attack. He changes the team. He rotates. He brings on the subs and they change the game. And people talk about Arne Slot is in like phase 5. It's phase 1. First season, bang, instant, wins the league. Didn't have all the money to spend with his players. He bought one player and he still wins the league. And apparently, according to a fan base, it takes time because it's Arsenal. It's the same sport. It's the same Premier League. Yeah, we had chances to win the Premier League. 8 points clear. I still can't forget that. It's still in my mind. I can still remember that. That's Arteta's biggest failure in his time at Arsenal. Not winning the Premier League, being 8 points clear. That, for me, since I started watching football, is the biggest bottle job I've seen since I started watching football. No club after that buys a dog after failing to win the Premier League.
I hear it.
The league and still got sacked.
I hear it.
He left.
I hear it, and I love your rant and all of the same things as well. But I'm kind of going away from the point a little bit. Forget all of that stuff. All of that stuff is very valid, and I agree with most of that stuff. But why particularly? Forget about what he's done and what he's flopped and win the dog. We're talking about Arsenal and Chelsea specifically, bro. That relationship. Why do we keep putting money into their pocket? Why do we keep helping out their players? Bournemouth didn't even want their keeper, by the way.
Yeah.
So that's what I really want to look at. Forget Arteta's tactic. We know he's Bin Laden. Everything you said, I agree with. But I'm really just trying to hone in on this because I wake up every day and there's a new Chelsea story. What is the infatuation with Chelsea? That's what I want to get to. Jokes aside as well. I need to know the logic, guys. So, asking you again, bro, is there anything that jumps out to you that thinks this is why Arsenal's constantly in bed with Chelsea?
I think it's just Arteta loves these players. That's what I think. I mean, Arteta must be telling, but Andrea, please buy these very good players. Madueke is a fantastic player. It's okay, guys. Don't worry. Mikel Arteta, will buy all those Chelsea players and I'll teach those critics how to prove them wrong. I will teach Noni how to play on the right wing, but don't worry, he'll be a backup for Bukayo Saka. And I think he'll be very...
Sorry to cut you there. That's why. Bing, 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 bingo. And this is the problem we have, and this is what I'm going to be pointing out in my deep dive as well. Because we're only out here trying to get cover and not competition. He's going to be backup for Saka, is what you just said.
Yep.
That's why Mbeumo, however you say his name, that's why he's not coming to Arsenal. But these players don't realise that Saka's not the same player. He ain't.
Yep,
if you think he's going to play as many games as he did, no, bro. No. So instead of, like you said, Kwajan, well done for finally getting there. Back up for Saka. We don't need backup. We need competition. That's going to be my big slogan now. Competition, not cover. You understand what I'm saying? And this is why I was so upset that we let Thomas Partey go. Now, don't get it wrong. Sometimes parties just don't agree. Yeah, and that could have happened. We could have been trying. We might not have agreed on the money. That could have happened. However, Bert has been here since March. You're telling me you've had no inkling on how this is going to go since then. You've had no idea of where you might go if he doesn't sign this contract. Because if you're telling me your idea all along was NordVPN, then I don't feel like we've moved. And I feel like we're right in the same position as we've always been. And Bert is here for the money, not to make us challenge or anything like that. It's open.
It's because no one's better than Super Duper Mick. That's what everyone's been telling me. I think everyone's been like, Super Duper Mick knows what he's doing. He's got Gabby in attack. Tierney at the back, we're winning the league. That's all the things I've been hearing. Like I've seen chants online. We got Super Mick Arteta. He knows what he's doing. You look at the, maybe it's irrelevant, but when you look at the win against Newcastle, the only player that clapped was Kieran Tierney. Jorginho was like this, angry. He was like this all the time. I'm like, I saw a video. Lee did it in his emergency meeting. Some of the fans were like, "Fuck off! I've had enough, man. I've had enough." They left. They know it's finished. Some of the Arsenal fans know that Arteta's finished. When you look at the crowd, they were they clapped him. They were like, "Wow, he's just the best." I've seen kids online like, "Mikel, you know me? Do you remember me? Do you remember me, Mikel? You know me. Please sign my autograph." They were. When Kai Havertz came back from training, the whole Arsenal fans came to the Emirates Stadium. Please sign my signature. That's what we do. We're a laughing stock. We're rewarding failure.
Oh my God, we got Ches. I know most of you must know the Chelsea fan Ches. He's got his own channel. He goes on Never a Foul, and we got him in the group talking about Fund Me Kudos. He's calling us sex boys. Now, if you're from the UK, you know what CEX is. It's that shop that you can go and trade in all your games, all your old shit, and get money for it. I think he just hit it on the net. We are the CEX boys. Yeah? We are the cash and carry boys. But let me bring in Everest and Doctor. You look like you was going to say something, Everest.
Yeah, I was saying that I think someone said this in a different show, that imagine later stages of the Champions League, January or February or March. At that time, Zubimendi gets injured, and Nordgaard has to play every day now, and has to perform up to the standards so that the whole team does not regress, and he has to play in the Premier League and the Champions League, and maybe in the other domestic trophies if Arsenal goes to semi-finals or finals or whatever. Do you really trust him to do that? Do you actually can he actually be able to back up Zubimendi like that? As you said, competition means someone who is closer to that level of player who can actually give him a hard run for his position. When Kirkes came, Robbo could have fucked up as well, but Robbo stayed. Robbo said, "No, I'm going to fight for my."
Yeah, Liverpool. Sorry to just cut. Liverpool ain't saying, "Oh, where's Robbo going to play? Oh, we got worse. Where's Szoboszlai going to play? Only at our club." Sorry, bro. Go on.
Yeah, exactly. I agree as well. Robbo had an easier chance to go at Atletico. Yes, the prices would have been probably they could not match with the wages or something. But then Robbo realized that no, I have to fight for my way, and obviously I was the starting guy. But I know that he's younger than me. He's way more agile than me. Everything. I have to fight for it. Wirtz will try to be the starter. People are trying to slot him at number 9. I don't want that. I want him to be an attacking threat. And obviously, there's going to be somewhere he and Szoboszlai has to figure out who is going to perform. Because Dominic got his move using the the release clause. We paid a good enough amount for him, but he did not perform to the standards he has set during his Leipzig days. Now he has to compete for it.
Right.
Even about Frimpong. Yes, Trent was a generational talent. He's gone, but we do have someone in the academy who is a little bit injury prone, but when he's fit, he's really good. You saw that tackle he made against Mbappe. He cooked Mbappe in that game. I'm talking about Bradley, by the way. So Bradley and Frimpong, yeah, they have to figure out. They will be competing against each other. When you cannot have two players in every position that are actually giving each other a hard time, like we've been linked with Guehi. Guehi is going to fight for his position.
Yeah. We're getting linked with a mosquito. He's not going to be fighting for the position, is he? Like, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's the guy. Yeah, Igal keeps talking about his numbers. I saw online, it said that the top 14 boss men. He used a website that said boss men instead of young defenders. How can you tell me?
This is why I call these guys, Kwaja, this is why I call these guys journalists. They're not fans. They're not fans of my club. You're not. No. I'm going to make another video. When does patience become blind faith? You understand what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
That's where we're at. Everything they do, just like you said, Agal, no, he probably ain't even heard of this guy. The moment Arsenal mention him, there's compilation videos. There's he does this, he does that. The same for the Slovenian kangaroo. He can jump 5 feet in the air. He can run this fast. His middle name is Ernie. We don't give a shit. We want to know if he's a gunman or not. But I hear you. But let me just bring in Doctor, because he's been waiting a long time and time is ticking on. I'm gonna probably round up in about 10 minutes anyway. Doctor, my friend, sorry, I know you've been sitting there patiently. What do you think of all this, bro?
Yeah, it's a load of shit. I mean, really and truly. I mean, like as you gentlemen like we're talking, I was out of curiosity looking at Manchester United's transfers over the last 25, 27 years, and you know, I think there's a really interesting takeaway to look at this. So I'm just gonna read through a few names here just for just for curiosity, because as we were mentioning, I think that's actually something that's definitely worth investigating further. Because we do know that there are some clubs that do say actively sell their players to these specific clubs. For example, we have sold a lot of our players to Fulham over the last decade and a half. Chelsea have also done something very similar, but that in that context though, we're talking about mid-table teams like Fulham, rating the top teams for players that they don't want, right? So even right out of the gate, that's already a little bit disconcerting. But as you look at the purchases that Manchester United have made over the last 25, 30 years, you will notice a trend leading up to say maybe 2016, 2017, and that's where you can see that's where you can start to see a bit of an inflection point in their in their market activity. But prior to that, in between say 97 to 2016, you're seeing them bring in the best players from those respective mid-table to lower table teams. Something no different that Liverpool had done, bringing in Van Dijk, bringing in Mane, bringing in Szoboszlai, these are these are teams that are not at the pinnacle of their
what you mean. People were doing it to us, Doctor. Clichy, Sanya, Adebayor. Man United, they never won the league, went and bought Van Persie, won it. You understand what I'm saying? Bullying the teams in your league. That's what, and that's a great point, because I've been advocating for Eze and Kudus and Elise and Isak long before last season, long before that, to come and help Arsenal. Why are we not doing that at least? If we're not going to go and buy Mbappe and all that, why are we not going to bully the rest of these Premier League teams for their 8 Noris, for their whoever's? Do you understand what I'm saying? That is a great point. Let me get into a couple of these comments though, before we close out. Big up Rabona. She said the Hand of Arsenal just said there's going to be an update on Noni. Y'all are so unserious, bro. We are the laughing stock of football. Just like Kwaja said, he's right. I'm not saying you're not right about that, obviously, but you were starting to go into a bit of a tangent, and I understand it because I do it all the time. I was just trying to stick on the Chelsea thing because for me, it's like a X-Files mystery, bro. I don't understand why we need to keep funding them. I really don't, and that's a great point because they're rivals. It's not like they're Nottingham Forest and even Nottingham Forest have come up a little bit. So, but big up the Hand of Arsenal, big up Rabona as well, big up E. Rose, he said big up Views and the crew. Tony was in it earlier, big up man, big up Mr. Battered, all the viewers, says Everest, big up man. Tony's link is in there as well, big up E. Ross each and every time. E. Ross is bigging up Kwaja, Mr. Battered, Hammered, it's Everest, bigging up everyone, man, big up man. We love to see it, and make sure you guys are subscribing to Everest. I know obviously he does Twitch. I'm not sure if you got a channel or not yet, Kwaja. I know the doctor hasn't, but he's obviously welcome over here whenever he likes. Here comes the legend Shane Gooner. Clean Through 1-on-1 is now set for 8 p.m. So that's what I was confirming with him on WhatsApp. So catch us back here at 8 p.m. His channel, my channel, Clean Through 1-on-1. Rich Money Makers, Chelsea fan again, proper good guy, but always here to laugh at the Arsenal. And why not? Why not? Big up the legend Views. Thanks for taking Noni. Hit the likes and subscribe. This is what we get. This is what we get. We're the laughing stock boys. We are the CEX boys. Go on. You look like you're gonna say something there.
That should be a
Dr.
3-minute timeout for that nonsense. It's
You know what?
absolute wild behavior. I mean, like again, we have gone to the point, Views and Everest and you know, like, and Quadra, like where we have fans over at Stamford Bridge bantering us because they know that we are just going to hungrily accept any kind of sewage and landfill trash that that they can give us. I mean, like, and we're going to accept it with a smile. Like, we're happy to do this for them.
We're gonna start making videos talking about how good the business is. You're fucking clowns, bro. You know how good the business are. And hold on, what was Shane calls him Zippy? He was doing scouting videos. He's like, we've already got one for Mosquito. We ain't even signed any of these guys yet. You've already got them. We ain't even confirmed anyone. We ain't even confirmed Zubimendi. They've been telling us about it since January, May. It still ain't even been confirmed. All I've seen is AI pictures. I don't know about you guys.
Leave the geezer alone.
Yeah, leave the geezer alone.
Do those scouting videos come associated with the ream of 180-page scouting information for each player?
Why scout? No, it don't. It just comes with fucking Zippy in the corner. Now today we're going to look at some football, everybody. We've got 2 different teams and they're kicking around ball. That's all we've got. We've got Zippy in the corner just chatting shit over some footage, and that's meant to be a scouting video. Like, and it's not even live as well, bro. So it's a pre-record, and then you're acting surprised on a pre-record, and it's a bit crazy, bro. And I see Shane was taking the piss out of it, right? And I see Deluded, because Deluded went on to Harry Semiface's channel, and then he's like, "Oh, we're doing these videos on our Patreon, bro. You see my little box here? It's like my little box. The rest of the screen is some footage." And he's like, "Oh yeah, look, he's got 2 legs. Oh, look like he's good at passing there. Look at that there. It's meant to be a scouting video, like, and you're doing it for Norgard, you're doing it for Kepa, and you're doing it for Mosquito. None of these guys are actually confirmed yet, as well. By the way, this is what they do, and this is the problem. This is why everyone from the top to the bottom is going to go on social media and think everything's fine. They don't know that the house is burning down. They're Stevie Wonder. They're like, "Oh, there's a bit of a weird smell, but I think everything's fine." It's not. The house is burning down. But when
it's
they
just
go on
the toast, Views. It's just the toast burning. That's all it is.
Don't worry. Oh, that's all right.
Harry Simi, more like Semi-Face.
And
More like
also,
Semi-Face than Harry.
when they do the scouting videos, right, or when they do like the scouting report of the certain players, they will only focus on the statistics that fits their own agenda. They will never be objectively seeing the whole stats, like all the pros and cons. They'll just focus on the pros, and they'll just say that, okay, this is the thing. This is the reason why Arsenal and Arteta is so keen on this player.
Let me caveat that. Not just they only focus on the pros. They it's their job to actively make it positive. Yeah. So even if there is no pros, they will find something. All of a sudden, you're gonna know Sesko's middle name. You're gonna know what his favorite color is. Yeah. You're gonna know if he had sweet corn in his poo the other night. You're telling us stuff that we don't care. How high you can jump? Are we buying a kangaroo, bro? He's already 6 point something. He's already over 6 foot. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. Now you're actively trying to find, like, Bavid, out of 5 things that you do that no one cares about. Do you understand what I'm saying? Are you a gunman? Can you tell me yes or no 5 times? No, 5. That's it. Have you got 20 goals? No, you ain't. So I don't care about all the other stuff you're trying to tell me, bro. How fast you can run, how high you can jump. Is it the bionic man? Like, we don't care about none of that, bro.
It's because it's biology, bro. They use biology as an example because of. I don't understand. You don't need to be tall. Just give me a 20-goal striker, and that's fine.
Give me Martinez, bro. Do you know what I'm saying to everyone? Yeah, because I've even been seeing that Ollie Watkins has been linked with Man United as well as of yesterday, right? Now, I didn't want Watkins, but when Arsenal was in for Watkins, I could see all of the logic behind it. You're of a good age. You score goals regular. You scored 19 goals last season. You're Premiership proven. You played in the Champions League. You support Arsenal. The reasons are just going more and more and more and more. There's more argument for Arsenal going to get Watkins than there is to go and get Jesko. And anyone can fight me on that. I don't care, because you ain't going to win. All you've got is feelings in your tummy. There's no tangible evidence, no numbers, no compilations, no nothing. You ain't even had a breakout season. This is what really pisses me off. Today I woke up, I'm seeing talks that Leipzig might make the price go to 70 to 75 million. bro, I don't want us to go for this guy. If we get him, I'm gonna have to support it. But I think it is a mistake. What do you guys think of Jesko?
More like Benjamin Tesco, brother. More like Benjamin Tesco. You might as well just get him from Tesco's and tell him to come to Arsenal, sign that contract. But it's okay, guys. Benjamin Sesko will do very well. He's a backup to Kai Havertz. And I think that he's a backup to Saka. And Madueke is a backup. It doesn't matter for competing. He's
He
just
don't
a
even want to
backup.
be a backup as well, Kwaja. He don't even want to be backup. Otherwise, he would have been here last year. That's the point. So it's crazy. It's crazy to think. Obviously, I need to end up soon. We'll go to Doctor first, then we'll get to Everest. Thoughts on Jesko or Sesko, whatever you want to call him, guys.
Yeah, man, like Slovenian Andy Carroll, like absolute scrub, man, like absolute waste, you know. Again, like, and again, you know, like just part of the same theme of these like massively overrated players demanding massively overpaid wages. You know, like I mean, for the amount of money, just even on the transfer fee alone. See, like this is how we know like how stubborn and how much of a, you know, top shelf moron this manager is. You know, like he would rather pay above all ends for an unproven, you know, like player in Slovenian Andy Carroll who still can't even really do it in the Bundesliga, but yet Gyökeres, who has proven himself both in the Portuguese league and in the Champions League, which is like the apex competition of European football, like is not only available for less money on the transfer fee, but also less money on wages. Because I believe that, you know, that like Slovenian Andy Carroll, I think he was demanding what, like 200,000-300,000 pound like per week. Like, you know, politely, fuck off. You know, like rather like stay in the Bundesliga and score 25 goals. You know, like back-to-back seasons, and then we can have that discussion. No, it's an absolute travesty. There was, you know, like the one thing I was going to say though, like if United get Ollie Watkins, I think that should be very disconcerting for a lot of people. I really think it should be. I think there's a lot of a Dwight York kind of signing there. That gives me a lot of concern. Because if anyone will recall, like Dwight York had also left Villa for United at the age of 27, 28, and then, you know, had the career that he did there. And I think that Watkins would do very well in a squad like that, especially if they also get Cunha and Mbeumo. Like those are good players, you know, like to add to their squad. I mean, like again, like we're playing with fire, and we continue to do so year in, year out, thinking that no other team in the league is going to improve like the quality of their squad, while we're just, you know, just lackadaisically skipping through the meadows like it's fucking Julie Andrews in The Sound of Music. You know, like no idea what we're doing here. But you know, again, no urgency, no desire to change anything. It's just same old. It's just same old.
Yeah, absolutely right. Everest.
Yeah, well, if, I always remember you saying that calculated risk. That's the main thing that everybody has to remember, like, because Sesko has not shown us enough that he can actually be good enough for the club. So why is Arsenal so fixated on him? Whereas you can see already that someone who has shown himself to be worthy of this club's number and also the T-shirt to back the goals. And you're not approaching him, yet you're dilly-dallying so much, sometimes like spreading fake news propaganda through your paid journalists and everything, but you're not getting the deals done. January 1st should have been today. You should have been one striker should have been already at your doorstep, but you did not do that yet. Why? That's why do you always have to be so late in doing everything? Simple question. Ask yourself, Top Gunnar.
I think Arteta is just gonna go. I think he's gonna go in press conferences, give excuses. I think it's because everyone. I think Victor Gyökeres is so expensive. It was so difficult to buy him. But Benjamin Sesko is so tall. I need him to score goals very high. He's a kangaroo that I love. I love to be. I want him to be high, and when the ball goes in, I want him to jump as high as he can, so he can reach the ball and he can head the ball as much as he wants. He might as well jump for the ball and do whatever he wants. He's gonna go in press conferences and he's gonna give excuses. I need a striker, but the board do not trust me. He's gonna blame the board. He's a dictatorship to this club. He has more power than Arsene Wenger. Me.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
getting that way after 5 years. Go on, Doctor. Sorry, go on quick.
No. I was just saying, like, and ironically enough, damn, I think I just also I was gonna say, fuck. All right, never mind. Forget.
Do you know how much times that happens to me, bro? I come on here every day, bro. I come on here every day. No script, nothing's written. I just come on here and just waffle every single day, and it happens to me a lot. That's why I asked you guys to rein me in. You know, like with the toddlers, with the reins, you know what I mean? You got to pull them in sometimes. I don't know if my little chatting's kind of sparked it again in your mind. Sometimes that happens. But if not, then I don't know, man. We're going to have to probably put the last messages in because the ball and chain's about to come through the door. She's up and down, obviously still losing her aunt and that. So, you know, I've obviously got to go and do what I've got to go and do. And I've got to go and pick up my daughter soon. So thank you guys for coming on, man. I really do appreciate it. Not every intervention is open panel, but when it is, I definitely want you guys to come on and come and have your say. Any last messages, guys?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I did remember that you know that getting a player like Sesko is still Arteta, you know, just copying like the Pep Guardiola like a playbook, you know, like still, you know, like still doesn't have anything, you know, like uniquely designed on his own tactic and merit, you know. They're just still trying to, you know, do a diluted version of his former boss. That was what it was.
Facts. Everest, go on.
I saw the Inter Milan game, how they lost to Fluminense 2-0, and then I saw how Inzaghi got rid of City and went up with Al Hilal. That actually made me realize that in the final, when Inzaghi was coaching Milan, Inter players was not playing for him. They were not, and that's one thing that probably Arsenal players can do as well. You should just start not playing for your manager anymore, and that actually will help you change your team, change your club. When the manager goes away, you can finally get someone worthy, and maybe then you can actually start seeing the trophies, lifting the trophies, seeing the armpits, everything.
The point of the game. Do you know what I mean? Kwaja, last messages, my guy.
Yeah, it's just like whatever I said. We just want to lose games. I just want Arsenal players just to lose games, just to make sure that this clown goes. I mean, we just want this manager sacked for fun. I mean, excuses are gonna come out. You got to be careful, Dr. Seymour. Excuses are gonna come out. You know. Excuses.
And you know that they've been making excuses ever since that he's taken the job to begin with. Oh, you know, he's a novice, you know, you have to give him time, you know, he's learning on the job, you know, and as we've seen over 5.5 years later, going on 6 years, he's learned sweet fuck all being on the job. He's wasted over £750 million to build a squad that's still thin on quality and depth, and we're nowhere closer to winning the league, you know, like, and they're still making a new array of excuses, you know, because they've gotten so emotionally attached to him. You know, it's a psychological mess, you know, like, but it's all symbiotic. You know, they all rather, you know, like one group rather like the Arteta sexuals, they underwrite, they continue to underwrite all this mediocrity, you know, because as long as people show up to games, as long as people continue to buy merchandise, as long as people continue to maintain the existing like profitable structure that exists, like for the club's bottom line, the Cronkies aren't going to change anything either. Like it's all relative.
But don't forget, he's actually won 3 trophies. I completely forgot. Oh, apparently he won 2 Community Shields.
I mean, like, how could we have forgotten that? You know, wow. I mean, like,
you guys are so ungrateful, man.
So ungrateful, but honestly, guys, I really do have to go. I've literally got minutes on my hands here. I appreciate every one of you coming in. I really do. All the people that came in earlier, all the people in the chat. I'm so sorry if I haven't got to them. You know what it's like over here. It's not a bad problem to have, though. Do you know what I mean? So catch me here again tomorrow, guys. Intervention. More than likely will be an open panel again. But we will let you know in due time. Have a great day. We are going to be back at 8 o'clock tonight for Clean Through 1-on-1. And just before we get out of here, guys, we're going to see if there's anyone we can pass you good people onto. So
Curtis Shaw, send him. Let's send him on over to Kurt.
Is Kurt on now? Okay, let's have a quick look. Curtis Shaw is on now.
Arsenal makes Shock Madueke bid.
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
like,
he
like,
is.
yeah, like
He
no
is.
shit, is it a shock? You know, I mean,
Oh
I
my
bet
god!
he goes, oh my god, he's
I'm
coming
seeing
to Arsenal.
I'm seeing Jay Hudson.
Madueke to Arsenal. Oh,
He's
we are so
coming to
scary.
Arsenal.
All right,
Watch
all
when
right, all right.
Eze plays left wing. Imagine if Eze flops at Arsenal. This clown's put him at left wing. If he puts him at left wing, he's gonna be finished.
Left wing back at that.
Yeah.
Up Shane each and every time. Like I said, catch me and Shane later on at 8 p.m. Compost Smurf, everyone that's come in the building, everyone that was on earlier, I appreciate you. I'm going to head over to Curtis as well. So I want to see my viewers over there. Views raid coming up right now. Curtis Shaw, have a great day. Back again soon, people. Peace.